Welcome to the High Vibe Moms Club, the podcast for ambitious women ready to ditch burnout, diet culture, and mom guilt so they can feel hot, healthy, and radiant from the inside out. I'm your host, Shannon Getz, and this isn't just another wellness podcast. It's a movement. If you're ready to raise your vibe, reset your health, and step into your most confident self, you're in the right place. Hello, beautiful mama. Today I want to talk about something that might feel like a big exhale if you have ever tried to get healthy while juggling work, kids, schedules, and the mental load of running a household. Because somewhere along the way, the health industry has convinced women that getting lean requires tracking of everything. Calories, macros, steps, water, workouts, sleep scores, all of the things. And for a lot of women, especially as busy moms, it starts to feel like just one more thing to manage. And enough is enough, because you can absolutely become leaner, stronger, and more energized without turning your life into a spreadsheet. I have tried the approach of tracking everything about 5 years ago with two littles, and it was so exhausting. And for some people, tracking can be helpful at the beginning. It teaches awareness. It shows you a general idea of how much food you're consuming and what portion control and all of that stuff looks like. But what I see happen over and over again with the women that I work with is that eventually it becomes another source of pressure, and you are no longer listening to what your body actually needs. You are more concerned with hitting a specific number. And as mamas, we are already managing school schedules, sports practices, grocery lists, work deadlines, laundry piles, being that emotional support person for everyone in the house. So adding food math and step counting to that list, that's not going to work. That does not sound like freedom or sustainability or anything that I want to be a part of. And I don't think that the ladies listening in, they don't want it either, because it creates mental noise. It's just another thing to add to our already what feels like never-ending list. And the ironic part, the more overwhelmed your nervous system is, the more difficult fat loss becomes. Because your body, it doesn't thrive under this constant pressure. And I want to simplify this because the health industry, it overcomplicates it. And no matter what you turn on, the TV, the radio, social media, people always have the best method, why this works. And it's just all so overcomplicated and overwhelming. Your body responds to a few key signals: stable blood sugar, enough protein, supportive digestion, regulated stress, and consistent movement. Not perfect numbers. Signals from your body, not an app. Again, with all the tech and everything out there, we want to put everything in an app and track and see what our sleep score is and see all the things. But the best method is to listen to signals from your body, because your body doesn't need you to track every bite. It needs you to create an environment where it feels safe enough to function well. And this is something I don't think that the health industry talks about enough. When women track every calorie or macro for years, food stops being nourishment and starts being a constant mental calculation. And depending on the time of your cycle, and for those of us who have tracked before, do you notice that there are times during the month where you're not really feeling that hungry, but you overeat and feel stuffed just so you can hit those macros? Or maybe it's the end of the day and you're still hungry, but nope, sorry, no more food for you. Just drink water because you went over on your calories and macros today. And for so many of us, when we cannot hit that magic number, it makes it feel like another thing that we are less than. And that is not a life I want to live. I don't want any of my clients to live that way, friends, family, like it ain't it. I want to focus on adding more joy every single day. And the method of tracking, I feel like that just takes it away. So I also get women telling me, but tracking is the only way that I was able to lose weight. Yes, but then they have gained it all back because that is not a sustainable method. So instead of tracking numbers, I teach women to focus on patterns that naturally regulate your body. Things like building meals around protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Eating at regular intervals instead of grazing and snacking all day. Walking because it feels good, not to hit a specific number. Strength training a few times a week. I love strength training because muscle burns fat. So get in some weights. It's good for bone density. There's so many benefits. Get in the gym, ladies. Lift some weights. Reach out to me if you need a starter guide because I encourage more and more women to feel confident in the gym. And another pattern is supporting gut health so digestion works better. When you focus on these sort of patterns, your body starts doing what it is designed to do, and your body will naturally start to release the extra weight. But all of this does require a mindset shift. Instead of asking yourself, what numbers do I need to hit today? Start asking yourself, what would a woman who takes care of her body do today? The difference between those two questions is a completely different relationship with health. So I want to give you something simple so you can start today. No tracking required. And I call this the Empress Plate Method. At your next meal, build your plate like this. Do 1 palm-sized portion of protein, half your plate of vegetables, add some sort of healthy fat, and if you want carbs, you can add potatoes or rice. Simple. I want to keep this simple for you because this one simple structure stabilizes blood sugar, supports energy, and naturally helps your body regulate hunger. No numbers, no tracking, just nourishment. Listen to your body. Smell the food. Taste the food. Don't just gobble it, wolf it all down super quickly. Your body wants to savor the food, enjoy the food. It's the one thing that we can do with no effort is to enjoy the food. So if you're a mom listening to this and you feel like you've been trying to manage your body with more and more rules to hit your goal, I want you to listen in. Your health does not need to become another full-time job. You got enough on your plate. Your body already knows how to work properly. It just needs the right support instead of pressure. And if this conversation resonated with you today, this is exactly the kind of approach I teach inside Wellness Empress Academy, where we focus on sustainable health that actually fits your real life. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week, and we'll chat soon. Bye.